Alrighty boys, welcome back to another step-by-step video. Now today's video is going to be how to play Doc. Now the thing about Doc is that I don't really consider him to be a support operator, but I do consider him to be like a flex between a support and a fragger, because you know what I mean, you don't want to play super aggro with Doc. However, he does have that powerful ACOG and a very good gun, plus the bailiff and also the Doc Sims as well. So you don't really want to play him in a way where you're just like ego challenging. I know a lot of people like to spawn peek with him, but the real utility with Doc comes from like being able to make rotates, the barbed wire, you have the Doc Sim pistol. So you don't want to be dying early, but you can totally take those type of gunfights where you can get early aggressiveness and get some picks. Basically, I think he's not an operator where you should ego challenge, but you shouldn't be afraid of taking a gunfight either, because like I said, you do have the ACOG, so you're on even ground with a lot of the attackers. Now in this first clip, we're defending the piano bomb site for Consulate, and long story short, our team likes to do a vert hold where we make rotates in the floor or vertical in the floor, so that way we can hold lobby and lounge, and also potentially help for site as well, for like closet and etc. But long story short, my Mira does die inside of sight, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back down yellow here, because I want to be able to help my teammate that's alone in sight, because there is a play technically for the enemy team to just straight up rush him. So I'm going to go ahead and funnel down yellow here, and apparently the calls that I was getting was that there could be a knock lurking by yellow hallway, so we're going to peek down this hallway. We're just going to be holding it for a second. I believe his gun is going to stick out here, and then that's going to lead to me ego challenging him. And like I said, with Doc, you don't want to be so scared of taking a gunfight, because like I said, you do have very even ground. Like right here, this isn't much of like, you know what I mean, a bad gunfight for me per se. And if I do win my gunfight, then I can safely just Doc stem me. Now I am getting Jackal scanned right here, so I know that Jackal's over by admin. He sees me over by yellow, so since he knows that I'm up here, or since I'm downstairs, I can go ahead and rotate back upstairs with my teammates, and he won't be expecting it. You're going to see here, my teammate dies by the Jackal. The Jackal immediately looks towards yellow, which opens up a wide swing for me, so I can go ahead and get that refrag for my teammate. Now, right here, my teammate is trapped in a corner right here, so my plan was to play a cross angle with him, but you're going to see here, he's actually going to like creep up a little bit because he gets a little bit scared, which causes me to wide swing, and then he ends up wide swinging too. Which was a little bit of bad communication by us. So I dropped a hatch. I get a hospital flick on this guy that was bottom yellow. And then we know the last guy's going to jump down the hatch. So I'm going to go ahead and just pre-aim that, kill him right there, and we secured a round. Now, Doc is one of those operators where you want to be alive for most of the round, just like how you would play like Legion, because you want to try to get your Doc Sims out and be able to support your team in that regards. However, the one thing that I really feel like is really strong with Doc, and I don't want to encourage just selfish Doc players, but long story short, if you can take a gunfight with Doc and win your gunfight, even if you're 1 HP, you're going to be able to heal yourself right up, which can lead to you taking more gunfights. Right here, these guys we're on theme park, we're extending over to the bunk side, we're defending the initiation bomb site. There's a guy on my window for break room here. I'm just trying to hold a pixel on him, so that way I can get a potential free kill on him. Now, the team that we played against for this game is actually like a really sweaty stack for console. So at some point, I expect this guy to just jump in on me. And what's going to end up happening here is I'm just shooting out his drones right here. But all he's looking for is to try to light me up a little bit, so that way he can swing into break room and just try to force a gunfight on me. You're going to see right here, I'm going to peek again. He's going to light me up, and now he's going to use that as an opportunity to rappel in. Right here, and so I'm gonna go ahead and take that gunfight. I live by 1 HP, so then I'm able to dox myself, and now I'm ready to go for another gunfight. And for context, the enemy team is pushing Cafe, so I'm going to rotate around to these head holes I made earlier in the round, and I'm going to go ahead and hold the boxes here because I know somebody's trying to push Cafe. He swings the boxes, I hit a headshot onto him, I shoot this guy's Twitch drone. They're trying to wallbang me through some holes that they made, but I'm going to go ahead and be like, alright, you know what, since it's 3v2, I'm going to go ahead and reinforce off the rotate now. They don't have an ace alive anymore, so it's pretty much GG's as long as we can hold down the double door. And then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to rotate over. I'm going to just be getting myself in position for a cross angle with my teammate here. And you're going to see Bandit here. I believe my Bandit's going to end up getting a little bit too aggressive, and he's going to end up selling his body. But as long as me and my Legion stay alive, it's basically GG's for them because we can just hold cross angles on a double door. Right here, I'm just quick peeking the double door just to confirm that there's at least one guy on my double door, and I'm going to be taking pot shots at this door here. Because I want to at least light them up a little bit. And long story short, with teams that are very, very aggressive, like the team that we're playing against, is you want to take shots at them even if it doesn't connect, because you want to apply pressure to them. Right here, I'm going to dox in my teammate. Like I said, being alive with Doc is very important, because then you can heal your teammates, you can heal yourself, you can take multiple gunfights. You have the bailiff for rotates, you have the barbed wire. Right here, I'm telling my teammate to walk up on the rotate hole, because if he backs up, it's going to allow a 1v1 swing. So right here, my teammate dies, my bandit, but we still have that 2v2 cross angle for the double door here. I take a little bit more damage, and then what's going to end up happening here is this guy's going to walk in because my Legion backs up for some reason, and that's going to allow him to walk in. He's going to walk in, he's going to start crouch spamming, and I get myself a free kill onto him. My teammate follows up with the next kill, and we secure the round. Now in this next clip, we're back again on Consulate. This time we're defending the top floor for this map, and long story short, what I usually like to do with my barbed wire is I like to place it on Visa's staircase, and typically I'll split the barbed wire, and right here I go ahead and I'm holding the barbed wire in my pocket because I want to go ahead and reinforce admin. And the thing about this map, guys, is one thing that I really should clarify is that an admin push is typically the push to do for most players or most teams. So you want to make it as difficult as you can for them to push admin, and so that's why I'm reinforcing these walls that I'm doing for inside of break room. And the reason why I'm doing that is because it cuts off a lot of angles. Right here, you're gonna see me put my other piece of bar where I'm going to barricade this spiral double door as you do, because I want to make it so it's very difficult to just walk up and start opening up that doorway. Now they can't open it from skylight, but that's a different story, and that's a different type of audio than I'm going to get while I'm playing reception. But reinforcing inside of break room, the whole point of that is to make it so that the enemy team can't easily wallbang inside of break room and get free kills while they're on the rappels, long story short. Now, like I said, they did open up the spiral double door from skylight, and I go ahead and hop on the camera there just so I can confirm that nobody's inside of spiral. They do have the window open, so I have to pay attention to that. But right here, I'm just holding one of my favorite angles for reception for lounge, and you're going to see here someone does try to walk up. He doesn't expect me to be holding this angle though, so I get myself a free kill onto him. Now it's a 5v2 position. There is one guy trying to push over by admin here, but I believe what happens is that he's on the rappel right now, and he's actually going to rotate up to the roof, and then I get audio that somebody's spiraled here, so I go ahead and take some shots on him when he jumps in. And then right here, I know he's on the staircase, so I'm going to go ahead and walk myself into his angle. Like I said, I have the ACOG, so it isn't a bad gunfight for me, so I get that free kill right there. Last guy, 5v1 position. I'm going to go ahead and just chill out, try to figure out where the last guy is. Now, for context, the last guy in this specific round is actually bottom spiral here, and me and my Goyo are kind of aware of his position because we're getting audio for it as the round goes. My Goyo does get very aggressive here, and he is actually going to get some shots on him. However, he's not going to end up winning this gunfight. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go run over to try to dox in my teammate right here. Like I said, Doc's very good for helping out your teammates in that regard. And since he was bottom spiral, that probably means he's going to rotate to Visa's stairs, which is my guess. He walks up Visa's stairs. I get myself a free kill, and we secure the round. Now, I believe this is the only clip where I actually used the P90, but long story short, I do want to quickly talk about the P90. I do actually think the P90 is superior to the MP5. However, the recoil is a little bit more difficult on it, and I feel like it's a lot better for just like close range gunfights, because it's just like when you have a higher rate of fire gun in this game, you're going to be able to secure kills more easily, because you always will have that chance of just hitting a headshot, and with a higher rate of fire, it just means you're more likely to hit the headshot if your gun is just faster, you know what I mean, versus the MP5, if you're doing like the same type of situation. If your rate of fire is faster, you're going to get the headshot faster. Right here, I'm doing another vert angle. This time it's for the bathroom on Skyscraper, and I'm in karaoke right here. I made vert holes for it. Right here, they're going to start punching the window. Now, this guy actually knows I'm here somehow, and he is going to peek the window, but I'm going to go ahead and get a free kill onto him and put us in a nice 5v4 position to start the round. But the P90 is definitely one of those guns where I feel like in the right hands, it can be very strong, and I actually do feel like there's a world where it's better than an MP5, strictly talking about the fire rate. However, in my experience, I felt like having just better recoil control led to me getting more kills, if that makes sense, because it was more likely for me to actually get the kill as long as I could control my recoil properly and not have to really worry about it. Now, if you notice, if you were paying attention during the prep phase here for this round, you actually notice we did the right side of this reinforcement for inside of solar, and the reason why we do that is because just like how my Elo was checking it right there, you can make a punch hole, and that punch hole leads all the way over to K9 door, which is really nice on this specific map for Chalet on the top floor, because sometimes people like to just like sit on the K9 door and just kind of like just hold an angle there, and that punch hole, you can use it on kitchen bomb site and the top floor. And I feel like it's not really that much different for it. Like, say if the enemy team pushes solar, for example, it could be a little bit of a problem, but it's usually not that big of an issue. Right here, I made vert holes for West Main. Somebody walks up, I get myself a free kill off of him. And if I'm not mistaken, actually is diffuser right there. Yep, I ping it for my teammates to let them know. Another guy's going to try to end up peeking. He's going to walk into another free kill for me. Like I said, we have bomb on West Main, so now they're kind of forced to go West Main if they want to get this bomb here. And long story short, if the bomb is on West Main, I have these vert angles here. Like I said, the bailiff, very, very strong for creating little vert angles all over the place. And that's probably like one of the biggest things I noticed when I was playing Doc, is like I can make so much setup inside a site, and I can also like just make little holes all over the place to be able to get myself free kills, because as long as you have like a little bit of knowledge of like how the map looks like from like above to middle floor to bottom floor, you can make vert holes like that all the time. Right here, I end up going behind my teammate. He's pre-firing, he's quick peeking, I end up swinging, I end up dying, unfortunately. But my teammates are going to go ahead and secure the round here because they're going to go ahead and ego challenge for the last kill. I believe over here he's going to be on the top mez, and my teammate runs out to go ahead and secure the round right there. Now, another great site for Doc in particular is actually going to be on Consulate, on the basement bomb site for Garage. And long story short, you have the bailiff, so you can go ahead and make a ton of rotates, a ton of head holes for your team. And once again, I'm using the barbed wire. Now, you could technically use the bulletproof and put it in the hallway. And you're going to see it here in this clip. There's going to be a bulletproof in the hallway, which is important to note because it's helpful for anybody trying to walk down spiral. But long story short, I'm using barbed wire because typically on the sacks that I play in, we usually lack barbed wire and just in general. So I typically will tend to lean towards the side of using barbed wire because I want to be able to always have like something physical that is holding the enemy team back. Because you guys know how it is. Sometimes your teammates don't get on cameras and, you know what I mean, people just walk down hallways for free. So that's why I end up using barbed wire, because I want to be able to, you know, have something physical to just bring a little bit of audio, so that way we don't just get like absolutely rolled by somebody just like ratting somewhere and then walking down into sight. Right here is actually a really interesting angle for bottom spiral right here, where if you look through that drone hole, you can actually see all the way into Expo, which is really, really nice for those people that like to just put straight pressure from vertical, because sometimes you can shoot their feet there and get a lot of free damage, even maybe potentially get yourself some free kills there as well. Now, for context, the enemy team is actually opting to do a more garage-oriented push, where they're going to push garage, they're going to push yellow, and they're not really going to be doing much of vert. Now, I do actually think there is probably one guy on vert in this specific round, but that's not going to matter for me in this specific round, because long story short, one of the reasons why I'm playing Doc is because I want the ACOG for the walk-in for garage/yellow. You're going to see here, I believe they're ramming above on vert, which is technically adding a lot of pressure to my team as well. So what I need to do in this position is I need to be aggressive for the breach here. And you're going to see here, I'm holding yellow in this specific instance right here. But I know that since it's a 3v5, they're going to be looking to try to get some kind of execute here for sight. So I'm trying to look at the breach here to see if I can collect any free kills on the breach. I end up swinging right there, getting a little bit of damage on thermite. And then I'm going to go ahead and hop up on this little angle right here. I'm going to be looking at the right side of the breach. I'm going to see this guy's head. He can't see me for some reason. I get myself a free kill into him. Then I'm going to go around and swing again for yellow here. There's going to be one guy on yellow. I kill him. Last guy's on the pillar because my teammate gets the last kill. And then now I know he's on the pillar, so I'm going to go ahead and kill him here. And we secured a round. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like and subscribe. Peace.